we didn't even go further. I could get a bunch of stuff from that. That's great. So Roland, what top 3 or 4 tips would you offer to OD consultants who are trying to facilitate effective change?
Number 1, without question, they must facilitate not change. Change is different than transformation. Change is a leap to help the chief executive to transform themselves and transform his or her team. And I've never seen anybody do it in less than 2.5 days. I've never seen it done with training. I've only seen it done with laboratory training based on what we came out of from our field at National Training Labs. Number 2 is that we need to transform the critical mass in large groups of 300 to 1,500 so that they get the magic, and that will dissipate and spread to the rest of the organization. And that has to be designed properly by the organization. Right now, I spend up to 5 days designing it, where Kathy Dannemiller used to do it in 1 or 2. So we need to design critical mass transformative experiences that create so much results that no one even thinks about having to measure, because everybody knows how extraordinary the results are. The third one is key. The internal change agent must transform themselves in context of transforming the organization. They must be increasingly more competent, more skilled, more educated, more experienced. Oh, and then they will become the most powerful person in the organization, says Mi Yang, the 7th most influential businesswoman in Europe, who is now taking the National OD Network from the United States to Europe. And the 4th one is simply that, I got to stop. I forgot, what was it? Oh, here we go. The 4th one is the system must break its dependence on the large external consulting firms, because the change is happening so fast that they can't keep up. The system itself has to learn how to self-realize and become empowered and do the change themselves. And of course, that's what we've always taught, is to help them learn how to do it themselves, to facilitate rather than give advice or teach, because that's what the big consulting firms, and Ed Schein, who got the award last year, said it. We gotta be process consultants. And that means that they need to discover it themselves, not by the outside consulting firms. And so now he is saying that it's about humble inquiry and softly help people do that, or they're still in relationship, which I disagree with. Because I think you need to be bold and courageous in this time of dramatic change. And because I learned that from Kathy Dannemiller. And she says, I have the truth. Why shouldn't I tell the truth? Okay? And her truth was, it's about the system. I'm giving her 5 truths, if I can remember it. It's about the system. Number 2, it's about values. Number 3, it's about proven theory. Number 4, it's about the interaction of them all. And number 5, it's about reality and results. When you have all those integrated, you're going to get the shift.
I love it. I love it. That was that
Kathy, for me, was the most powerful OD woman ever lived. I can remember in San Francisco when she first introduced her whole scale change, standing room only, and Barbara Bunker and Billy Elman were there, you know. but she got so strong and so bold. Billy and Barbara came from both corners running to shut her off. It was beautiful facilitation on their part, you know. Kathy, like me, got carried away, and she didn't care, you know. She was just bold.